Good morning, guys. We are going to the farmer's market. I'm taking you to the farmer's market today with me. This is going to be a little vlog style video. I'm going to take you with me, and then I'll let you guys know after how the farmer's market goes, like I do in my usual market breakdowns. But we are on our way now. I'm leaving nice and early because this is my first weekend here at the farmer's market, so I don't really know the logistics of the setup, and I'm a little nervous.
Kids see her stuff.
You might be able to fit like their tent, and you can probably get it in between.
Do you have a tent?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so we can set you up here. If it's a little too tight, we'll just put you on the opposite side of it.
Okay. And setting up on the sidewalk?
Yep.
Okay, got it.
Setting up on the sidewalk. Ryan will be down this way setting up the hit for kids, so if you have any questions, he's a good contact.
Cool. Thanks, Ryan.
Yeah. And your name, I'm sorry.
I'm Amanda.
Amanda, that's right.
All right, I'm gonna go grab myself. Thank you.
You're welcome.
One of these spots will be open.
Okay, love it.
Yeah.
I'm moving over here. Okay, guys, she said that I could have a spot near this little like kids section that they have, so I'm excited about that. I'm gonna go unpack my car and let's do that. I love my wagon. Hi guys, we are all set up. I didn't get any clips of it because I'm still learning how to vlog and I don't know how to set up my camera while I set up, so I'll do that eventually. But she gets my setup. No grid wells today, not because I didn't want to bring them here, but because I don't have enough stuff to put on them. I only had a week from my last market and I just didn't have a lot of time to make a ton of stuff, so we have like bare bones set up today. Honestly, check it out. Here she is.
That one drops a little there.
And that is truly everything that I have today. Okay, I'm about to do some of my final price tagging that I have to do. Got my cold brew. The vibe is good here. The vibe is really good. People are gonna think I'm weird because I'm talking to myself. I never vlogged like this before. Is it weird? Whatever. They're gonna be like, we do not want a spot next to that girl that talks to herself the whole time. She's at the market. Fun fact about me, I bring my own sweet and low places because a lot of places do not have sweet and low anymore, and that's what I like in my coffee. So I feel like it really fits my crochet grandmother aesthetic. The weather's nice. It's about 10 degrees less than it was when I had my market last weekend. It was like 90 degrees and it was like really, really hot. There's that guy in the back of my video, but it's okay. I'm set up right next to the trash can. The trash can is basically in my tent, which is convenient. To help me with the heat today, I have some ice cold water in my nice little water bottle here, and I also bought this rechargeable fan on Amazon. It's also a light. Can you see the light when it comes with this little remote? And just recharge it. It clips on to my tent and stuff, but I think I'm just gonna put it like right here in front of me because it's hot and I want this air. I don't know what color. It has some settings. Alright, we're gonna put it on medium. Oh, that's nice. That is nice, guys. I explained in my last video that I signed up to be a monthly vendor here, and I thought that that meant I would be here once monthly, but I paid already. I paid the full amount for a couple, like 5 weeks of spots, thinking I would be here once a month, and they told me I actually had to come serve all the weeks in a row. So I will be here for 5 weekends in a row, and I'm not sure how I'm going to keep up with that type of um, prep. I wanted to talk to you guys because this is a safe space and I'm always going to be real here, but I feel like this week has just been a little weird for me after that giant event that I was prepping for. Um, you guys like hear me while I'm talking and it says mic? I hope it's working. I'll get better at this. Like, we have 5 weeks of farmers market vlogs, so I'll get better at vlogging. Sorry, but after that big prep, and I'm not even trying to be dramatic, but my hands like feel different. It feels like different when I crochet. Um, Good morning. Sorry, there was a lady that came by. So my hands, they feel weird. They feel weird. That was like the hardest I ever pushed myself for like prep, and it sounds like a freshly poured bowl of Snap Crackle Pop when I crochet now. Like, my wrists are literally cracking the whole time, and I'm getting a little nervous about that. I don't think that that is supposed to happen. I feel like it's my body kind of telling me I'm like going a little too hard. Um, and it just like really scares me because, and I would love feedback from people who have been crocheting for longer than I have. I love this community because like we all talk and we all share thoughts, and you guys always are hyping me up in these comments, and I appreciate it so much. It really keeps me motivated, and I would love thoughts on like the sustainability of having a crochet business, coming from people that have been doing this a long time, like people that are older than me and have been doing this for years. Like, is it sustainable with like the wrist stuff? Like, I have pretty big history in my family with arthritis and joint things. My grandma, she actually ran a really successful flower shop for most of her life, and she has pretty bad hand and finger like joint problems and arthritis now. So those are things that I'm thinking about because I'm still, you know, decently young. I mean, I'm getting there, but I don't want to like destroy my body, and I just don't know if at this rate it is going to be sustainable. So I definitely think I need to slow down, but I just don't know how I'm going to do that right this second due to the fact that I have 5 more weeks of this. Like, I wish that I had a break in between that Mayfair and these markets starting, and I'm just not sure what to do about it now. So please let me know in the comments what you think about that. I would love to feel better about it. Sorry for being dramatic for a sec, but it was just a rough week. I don't know. I don't have as much done as I usually do, and that's like stressful for me. I'm like a model right now though with this fan. I also brought a bagel. It's weird because I usually don't eat in the mornings, but for some reason when I set up for events, I'm like literally starving. Like, so starving. Hopefully there will be good food here also, so I could get some like farmer's market food. Cream cheese is a little warm and soggy now, but the goal that I made for myself for these farmer's markets is not including this week because it was, a rough week, but my goal is every week to make at least one new thing that I haven't crocheted before. Oh, do you guys like my earrings? I made these. These little like moon and star earrings. Sorry, the mic is like over here. Where should I put this? Over here? Good morning! If you guys don't see a sign for it, it might be individually tagged. I just made my first sale, guys. Guess what it was? It was a stingray. One of my stingrays sold. So maybe people do like the stingrays. I love that. That was a good first sale.
Yeah, frog on mushroom.
That was only just It's not the last thing that you will ever pick.
It's not the end of the world.
I will pick them up. Alright. We got a frog.
Froggy it is. It's going to be 44 in total.
44.
Yes. Would you guys like bags or anything? I love that.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Enjoy, guys. I'm making some bee keychains. Good morning. I only have 2 bee keychains on my board right now. So, ideally, we would have more than that. Cows are flying today, guys. We already sold 2 cows. See, it's just like, it depends on the day. Like last market, it took a little bit for my cows to sell. This time, they're flying. I sold both my heart spot ones. We only have our brown spot cow left. It's getting a little busier. You'll love to see it. And I'm almost on my bee. I just have to sew her up. Look at her.
Oh, the turtle's really cool. Alright, we're gonna go eagle.
Eagle, I
My
love
son's
it.
autistic and very particular, and anything that can make him happy, I will do.
Oh, I hope he enjoys.
I try, you know. Here you go.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Would
Do you
like
do
a bag?
customs?
Yes, I do.
You do?
Yes,
All
I
right,
do.
good to know.
My
Thank
Etsy
you.
and everything is on my card right there
Excellent,
for you.
very good.
Bag or no bag?
You know what? Yeah, he's very particular about smells and stuff. Thank you. Oh, that'll be great. I'll tell him. I'll put your card in there too in case I lose it. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Have
I
a great
hope he
day.
enjoys it. Have a good one.
Thank you.
I keep thinking that people are coming to my tent, but really they're just throwing things out in the trash can that's basically located inside of my tent. Your frog on your shirt almost looks just like my frogs. That's crazy.
She's coming to buy. Oh, okay. So how much is the frog?
They're $12.
All right, $12.
Things are going well, guys. It got pretty busy. It is about 11:15ish, and this market started at 10, and it ends at 1 o'clock. So still got some time left, which is nice.
Did you make these?
Yes, I did.
How do you make them?
A lot of hard work, but it's fun. I have completed my second bee of the day.
So you can pick either one of these or one of those. You want that little frog?
Yeah.
Okay. This is 12?
Froggy? Yeah.
Okay. All right. What do you say?
Of course. I love your butterfly shirt.
Say thank you. It's really cool. You make all these? Or?
Yes.
That's awesome.
Would you like a bag for the
That's
frog?
okay. That's okay.
I switched to strawberries. This is my first strawberry keychain of the day. I have to low-key reapply my deodorant. Don't look at me. Anybody look at me? Hello. I just finished my second strawberry keychain. So I got to make 2 bee keychains and 2 strawberry keychains while I was sitting here. And I just sold a bee keychain. and I'm about to start breaking down in a couple minutes because it's 1 o'clock already. I'm sad. I was having fun. If I don't talk to you guys, I'll be back a little later and let you guys know how this went and everything that's sold. So maybe I'll see you then. Okay. Hello, you guys. I am back. Thank you so much for hanging out with me at the farmer's market. That was so fun. I hope you guys had fun because I think it was fun not just being at the farmer's market, but also hanging out with you guys while I was there. I think that the farmer's market is a great way for me to spend a Sunday. Personally, I got a little bit of crochet done, and I think that the farmer's market in general is such a great way to be a part of a community. Like, you could tell that all the vendors there kind of knew each other, and they also seemed to know a lot of the patrons that come to the farmer's market, so you could tell that those people are there weekly sometimes as well. Everybody there was so nice and friendly, and I really had so much fun. And I'm honestly excited to go back next Sunday. So I am going to go over all of my sales with you now, and then I will give my final thoughts on the farmer's market after that. So my first sale of the day was at 10:07. The event started at 10 o'clock, and it was from this cute little boy, and he bought a blue stingray for $12. Next was my hot pink heartspot cow for $25. Next was my blue floral turtle for $20. Next was a green turtle and the purple heartspot cow for $45. Next was a gray stingray, my multicolor blue turtle, and a chubby frog for $44. Next was my one singular eagle that I had for $14. Next was a gray stingray for $12. I think I only brought 3 stingrays that I had, so I think that was me selling out of stingrays, which was cool. People liked the stingrays at this event. Next was a yellow ducky keychain for $8. Next was a chubby frog for $12. Next was a pink mushroom and a red mushroom for $24. Next was another pink mushroom for $12. Next was a chubby frog for $12. Next was a green mushroom for $12. Next was my plain color blue turtle for $20. Next was a blue triceratops for $20. Next was a red mushroom and a bee keychain for $20. Next was a yellow mushroom for $12. Next was my giraffe for $28. This was actually bought by a friend of mine that I lived with in college. I haven't seen her since then, and she came by, and it was nice to see her at the farmer's market, and she bought my giraffe. Next was a chubby frog for $12. Next was a yellow ducky keychain for $8. Next was a green mushroom for $12. Next was my yellow dog for $25. And my last sale at $12.45 was a bee keychain for $8. So my total actual revenue for this event was $409. However, my vendor fee, because I signed up to be a monthly vendor, every week I'm there, is $40 for my spot. So my vendor fee was $40. My square fees were $4.02. And my material costs for all items sold were $68.78. Also, let me tell you guys, I started tracking my material costs, and it's been rough seeing how much in material costs I'm spending. But when I did my pricing calculator, you can find that video a couple videos back if you haven't watched it already. When I entered the cost amount for my materials and my yarn and stuff, I just kind of rounded up to the regular price of yarn, which usually is like $9.99 a skein, and that's how I was calculating my pricing. However, I rarely ever buy yarn or polyfill or anything like that at full price. I usually always try to buy it at a discount. So I was like, you know what? I feel like these material costs are ending up to be really high. I think I need to adjust my pricing calculator to really make it reflect the price of yarn when I buy it on sale. So I entered the sale prices of the yarn that I usually buy, and it made a significant difference. I just did it when I was calculating my costs for this specific event, and when I changed the pricing down to the sale price of yarn, it took my material costs down almost $15, which is a pretty significant difference in my opinion. So all that to say, make sure you are getting your materials on sale if possible. I think I might do a video coming up of how to make sure you're buying your yarn at the cheapest possible price. So let me know in the comments if that's something you would like to see. But sorry about that little rant. I just had to tell you guys about that because I'm really trying to work on spending as little as possible on my materials so I can obviously maximize my profit. So factoring out my vendor fee and my square fees and my material costs, my total overall profit for this farmer's market was $296.20. Which I think is awesome. I was a little worried about it because I've never done a farmer's market before, so I didn't really expect to make a lot. I was hoping to make at least $200 and I definitely made over that, so that was awesome. And I also didn't have a ton of inventory, so I'm not sure if that affected things or not. I did notice people were buying a lot of my smaller items. Some of my bigger items sold. I sold obviously a lot of turtles. I sold some of my cows, but I think people were gravitating more towards the items in the $12 range. I don't think people are necessarily going to a farmer's market with the intention of spending a ton of money. A lot of people asked about my unicorn because now she's front and center. We had some interest in her, but I raised her price to $100. And when people hear the $100 price tag, they're like, just kidding. But it's okay. I think she looks really nice on my table. And you know, one day, when she finds the right buyer, I'm sure she will sell. Some more stats for you guys. I had 23 total transactions. I collected about $285 in cash, and then $124 was card payments. My best sellers were they mostly just ended up being the things that I had a lot of. I had a decent amount of mushrooms, so I sold 7 mushrooms in total, which was $84 of my sales. I sold 4 turtles out of the 5 that I brought, so that was $80 of my sales. I only sold 4 keychains. I sold out of chubby frogs. I had 4 chubby frogs. I sold out of stingrays. I had 3 stingrays. Like I mentioned earlier in this video, my goal for the next farmers markets is to always make at least one new thing every week. And I'm trying not to stress about the inventory stuff. You know, whatever I get prepped, it is what it is. I honestly find that sometimes I do like pretty decent when I don't have a ton of stuff on my table because people just look at the concise amount of whatever is there. For example, at the Mayfair, I barely sold any stingrays because they were kind of over on one of the grid walls, but now they were front and center on my table and they were like one of the first things to sell. So I definitely think there are situations where smaller inventory kind of comes in handy. At least that's what I'm trying to tell myself, so I'm not as stressed about prepping. I just ordered a new wrist brace and I'm trying to just pace myself and take it slow. I was actually supposed to have a night market this week in addition to the farmer's market on Sunday, and I just don't think that it's going to be possible, and it might rain that night anyway. So I think for the sake of my wrists and my sanity, I'm not going to do the night market. So I encourage you all to listen to your bodies as well. I'd rather lose a little bit of money in a vendor fee than totally feel like crap and destroy my hands, you know? I really can't wait till the farmer's market this weekend. I hope you guys enjoyed this kind of style of video. Let me know what you think in the comments. Thank you so much for hanging out with me and watching this whole video if you did, and I will see you guys in the next one.